are infinite.
Hey guys, it's Infinite here for back from a long YouTube break of doing these tutorials for you guys. I just got really busy with sorting out my last EP and in the process of moving into my new condo, and had a bit of vacation time, went out of the country, that type of thing. So yeah, I'll get right into this first tutorial. It's going to be another sound design one. We're going to be making a sound from my last EP, the title track Parade. The second drop, the mid-tempo drop, it's going to be the second sound you hear in the sequence here. So it's kind of that wobbly type synth that's got a bunch of movement going on. So yeah, pretty cool sound. Patch will be in the description if you just want to not watch and get the download. So yeah, we'll get right into this. Just open up Massive here, file, new sound. We'll start setting up our oscillators here. I used all three for this sound, so you can turn them all on. Top oscillator 1 is going to be a modern talking, which everybody, for some reason, actually I guess they hate it because of this. That yoi, whatever. But I love modern talking, I use it a ton. So yeah, modern talking, put it to a formant wave type, pitch it down 2 octaves, so it's at minus 24. Wavetable position, move it to about right there. The intensity in the amp you can leave cranked all the way up. Oscillator 2 will be down 2 octaves again, minus 24. And it's going to be a modern talking right again. Leave it on spectrum this time. And you can leave all those parameters up. They're right where they should be. Oscillator 3 is going to be chrome with bend minus plus type. Pitch that guy down 2 octaves, and you're just going to turn down the amp a little bit. And your wavetable and intensity should be cranked all the way. So that's how it should sound right now. Not really much going on. We're going to change that. It's going to be great. We're going to make some hit tracks. All in that order. That's what's up. So our filters, I put it all the way to series for this one. On the series and parallel slider here. Probably didn't need to do that, but I did anyways. Band reject, cut off, down to about there. Leave the bandwidth there where it is, and then just up your resonance a tiny bit. So now let's just kind of hollow out the sound because the filter's just cutting away some shit in there. So we'll get to the fun part, and I'll modulate this bitch. Take an LFO, take Performer, we'll sync it to a 1:1 ratio, crank the X fade sequence and the amp mod all the way up, and then you can just turn down all these ones. All you're going to need is the first one, the first shape here, and it's just this kind of slanted line going down. So now we'll modulate a whole bunch of stuff with this, drag it over to filter 1, your wavetable and your wavetable position and intensity. Crank it all the way up for the wavetable position and all the way down for the intensity. We're going to modulate the exact same parameters on 2 and 3, and then we're just going to crank these both Performer, all the way to the left, and then for oscillator 3, the same parameters, same thing all the way to the left. So it's going to sound like. So the sound's starting to change a bit. It'll sound quite a bit better when we do this. We're going to modulate the cutoff for our filter 1 here, and the bandwidth. So the sound's actually starting to sound like something actually cool and usable now. So yeah, from there we will go to our voicings tab here, and just gonna make the sound a bit wider here. Leave the max for the voicing at 16. I'll put the unison to 6, hit that little pitch cutoff box, and drag this ever so slightly to the right, and then hit that pan position. Yes, very big, very wide. Insert 1, we'll throw on a sine shaper there. Bring it down, dry, wet, and drive so they're facing pretty much the exact same spot. That's already a pretty sweet sound, I think. Almost kind of sounds like some downlink type shit. I don't know. Effects 1, throw a barometer tube on it, bring the dry, wet, and the drive down to about the same. Dimension expander on effects, slot 2, leave the dry, wet, crank the size down all the way, and then turn it back up as little as it can go. And then we can, this little vibrato knob down here, we can turn that up a little bit. This is going to kind of add something to it. And then, so from here, like, I'm pretty sure I made the first hit in Parade out of that sound. We can just go ahead and check that. Because what I'll usually do is I'll make one big sound, and then from there I'll make a whole bunch of little sounds from it. So that's probably what I did here, I'm guessing. It's close. It's close. So yeah, that sounds pretty cool. From here, what I did to get the movement going is I just took another LFO, threw it on the amps for all 3 of my oscillators, drag it all the way to the left, or so the gray is to the left, so you're going to pull it up. And then sync that guy, put it to whatever floats your boat. That's the sound. That's how I did it for that guy. That's pretty much it. So the patch will be available for download in the video description if you want to grab that, or you can follow along and make it yourself. Hopefully this helps out. Thanks for watching, guys.